Ellering is the first wrestler that I want to introduce to you. He's a great athlete and a great person.
Paul, as a matter of fact, has got, and we'll give you more about this a little bit later on, but I just wanted to make the point, and I think when they see him, they'll believe every bit of it. Paul Ellering is an NCAA, pardon me, weightlifting champ.
That's right.
Boy, this guy has got muscles on muscles, but not only that, he's not just a big guy that's got great big muscles. He is some kind of fine athlete, as you say. How about let's take a look and see Paul. Let's take a look right now at Paul Ellering in action.
Here we go with great all-star wrestling action. A 2 out of 3 fall match coming your way. Introducing in the corner to my left from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 245 pounds, Fernando Torres. His opponent from Melrose, Minnesota, weighing in at 234 pounds, Paul Ellering. 2 out of 3 fall. Referee Marty Miller, down to Roger Kent at ringside.
All right, Al DeRusha, thank you very much. Everybody all set to go again now on All-Star Wrestling Coast to Coast, all across Canada, the United States, and overseas. Paul Ellering in the white trunks against Fernando. And down, he was trying to escape on that one. But Paul right on top of him, riding him, has him in a surfboard, modified. If Paul were able to get both those hands up in the air, he'd have him in a double hammer. But now Paul could be in a predicament. He's outside the ring. But he rolls over. Both men are in those ropes. They're going to have to break. The referee discovers it, and Ellering steps back. Leg picked up, and Ellering, now look at the size and physique of this young man. Every muscle group in this young fella just seems to stand out. Very... and he has to roll the shoulder. Fernando does. He goes into the side headlock. It doesn't really do much for him as Ellering in complete command. Look at the physique of this guy. All those muscle groups are just super developed. And, of course, Paul has held, you've heard me say this before, drop toe hold, up and around. He was in a position there to grab the toe hold with his left hand. But Ellering has held several NCAA weightlifting titles, championships. The deadlift, we've talked about that, of 745 1/4 pounds. It's an awful lot of weight for a man to lift. That's a deadlift. That has been broken. But Paul held it for quite a while. And when we were in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, there's a wrist lock. Fernando putting the pressure to Paul Ellering right now. Paul trying to get his pins under him. Fernando keeping him off balance just a little bit now. There is brute strength going to work as Ellering calls on all those muscle groups I mentioned. And he throws them back. But Paul, a graduate of South Dakota State University in Brookings. Wrist lock again. And there's some hair, Hernando. I said Hernando, I meant Fernando. And, he went for the head scissors. Now he's got it. Paul's left leg was just under the arm of Fernando, but he slipped it over there and got the scissors and putting the pressure on now. And to take a look at the size of those legs and those muscles in Paul's legs, you can imagine the type of pressure he's got on that object between his knees. Fernando's head. Ellering, very modest young man. He didn't start out to try to develop his body per se. He was out for weightlifting, but he wanted wrestling as his #1 love. And in the process of training for it, he said, hey, the good Lord just gave me this bod. But it wasn't that simple either. You realize he had to really work at it. Now, Fernando gets out, and now he's got the double toe hold. And Ellering pressing up. He gets one in the ribs, an elbow. There's one thing about having such muscle development as the type that Ellering has. When someone does deliver a blow to you, an elbow smash, if you don't get the point of the elbow, the ropes are going to have to break, and it looked like Ellering had a chance for a pin there. But if you don't get the point of the body into a muscle like that, then you're no, you've got a lot of protection, is what I'm saying. But if you get the point, you can get a real muscle spasm. Now, collar double hooked up, and Ellering now in with a double wrist lock. Fernando down, claiming that Ellering grabbed some hair. Well, Paul's hands were too busy maintaining that lock. Uses the leg now. Trying to get up. Hernando getting his pins under him. Ellering giving away several pounds. Quite a bit of weight on this one. Forearm smash by Hernando. Oh, and he pulled him in. Both men went into the ropes that time. Now, look out. Oh, and into the turnbuckles. Ellering's hot. Here comes a body slam. Boy, oh boy. Look at the way he picked up that huge man. Oh, and he let him have a knee right under the heart. That'll slow him up. A cover, one. He's outside the ropes and on his side.